Tramel, and I say it is time to get worried about this Thunder team.
Russell Westbrook says don't panic. I'm not sure anybody else agrees with him. From the Opelka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching The Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Barry, this team is now 3-3. Still a lot of basketball left, but they have been wildly inconsistent. Where does your concern most come from with this team right now?
Well, they're not playing good defense, and to me that's the problem. If you're not playing solid defense, then you've lost the hallmark of last season when the Thunder zipped to 50 wins, very surprisingly. Played tough defense all year. I don't see that. Would somebody please take a charge? Is Nick Carlson the only guy on the roster that can take a charge? This team is, game after game, has been inefficient defensively. And here's the thing. They are 3-3. It's no time to panic. I don't think it's time to panic if you're Houston. Get off to an 0-5 start. But it is cause for concern when you're a lot closer to 0-6 than 6-0. The Thunder's been blown out at home by Boston and Utah and on the road in Clipperville. So this is not a strong start. This does not give me warm fuzzies about what's to come in the spring.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if they were having some offensive deficiencies, which they are, but they were playing good defense. But you're not seeing them play well defensively. You figure the shooting will come along. But why they've not been able defensively to play better is a little bit of a mystery. I'm not so sure that, you can say Ron Adams is gone and he was the defensive guru and that's why. Other coaches coach defense and they coach it well. I have a hard time believing that, you lose one guy or you have Nick Carlson on the bench and suddenly nobody else remembers how to play defense. This was a team that played great team defense last season. You saw them play, rebounded at all positions. You saw them block shots from all positions. We're not seeing any evidence of that team this year. Barry, where have they gone?
I don't know. It's got to go deeper than Carlson. It's got to go deeper than Ron Adams. I think maybe there was a little bit of fatigue. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant spent all summer playing basketball with FIBA and the U.S. national team. So I think there is a little bit of mental fatigue going on there. I do think there's a little bit of potential settling, saying, hey, we've arrived. We're the new it team in the NBA. We can coast. That's not a decision you make sitting in front of your fireplace, but it just sort of naturally seeps in. You have to fight against it. A young team has to really learn how to not give in to those thoughts. I think this team can refine that defensive intensity, but it's going to be difficult. And as Doc Rivers said last night, hey, everybody's gunning for these guys now, so they're gonna have to be ready for that. I think it's going to be very difficult to match the success of last season, all these factors combined.
You look at that 3-3 record, and I think if you would have looked at the schedule before the year began and looked at these first 6 games, 3-3 wasn't out of the realm of possibility. You've got a road game at Portland, a very good Portland team there. Obviously, the Celtics are very good. The Jazz, they're very good. It wouldn't have been out of the realm of possibility to think that this team could have got off to a 3-3 start, but it's the way that they've done that. Obviously played great at Portland, but the night before played so poorly against the Clippers, and then these 2 blowouts at home, just not in those games really at all. They made a nice little run on Sunday night against the Celtics in the second half, but really not in either of those games. And Barry, I think that's where the concern should lie. Maybe not the panic, but the concern that you get blown out against teams that it looks like you're supposed to be competing against this season. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.